Hey guys, welcome in here. Going to be reviewing the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. We're just a mere 4 hours away. Can't wait for the fight. It's going to be really exciting. I'm going to be breaking down everything really in the fight here. Uh, this is really the biggest fight of my lifetime. Being only 23 years old, I didn't get to witness the Ali's, the Ali Fraziers, those type of fights. So this is definitely the biggest fight I've ever been alive for, and I've it's been a long week. Let's just say I've been waiting all week for the fight. Well, I've been waiting 5, 6 years for the fight, to be honest. Uh, from 2009, this would have been the highest grossing fight ever. But the amount of money this fight's gonna gross is ridiculous. Floyd Mayweather's gonna make $180 million minimum tonight. I think Manny Pacquiao will walk away with around 150. Both guys kind of dipping and dodging each other before the before the fight was actually made. Uh, Mainly Mayweather dodging Pacquiao, but Pacquiao's camp dodged him a bit too. Heading into the fight, Floyd Mayweather is undefeated at 47-0, 27 knockouts. Manny Pacquiao is 57-5-2 with 38 knockouts. Uh, Mayweather's obviously the orthodox fighter. Manny's a southpaw. ESPN.com had Mayweather ranked number one pound for pound unified WBA, Super WBC, the ring welterweight and light middleweight champion, 5 division world champion. And Pacquiao is number 2 ranked pound for pound WBO welterweight champion, 8 division world champion. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's look at some of the stuff here. Let's take a look at the tickets. Tickets for the fight went on sale on April 23rd after an agreement had been reached over ticket allocation. Uh, Forget how many were released to the public. I think it was 500 tickets was released to the public. Public priced at 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, 5,000, 7,500, and 16,800. Or for the 16,800 capacity. Tickets sold out in a minute. Those 500 tickets, fans were on there and they were gone within a minute. So just kind of shows you there'll only be 500 people in there that basically is going to be full of celebrities. There'll be 500 average Joes in there, and they paid a fucking pretty penny for that ticket. Let's say that, because I haven't checked StubHub today, but tickets were going for. I think the top ticket was going for 10 grand. Like that's the highest seat in the house. So when it's done, the gate's gonna be around 100 million. You have to think after it's all said and done. Uh, As both Pacquiao and Mayweather currently have exclusive relationship with the broadcasters, the telecast of the fight will be a joint production between HBO and Showtime. Two sides that really don't get along. They've butted heads in the past, and now they're gonna co-produce this fight. Be and executive produced and directed by Showtime's David Dingens Jr. and Bob Dunphy. This marked the first collaboration between the two premium television services since Lennox Lewis vs. Mike Tyson in '02. The announcers for the fight will include Roy Jones Jr., one of my favorite boxers of all time. He represents HBO. Al Bernstein, for Showtime, and Jim Lampley for HBO. Providing analysis, you'll have the Max Kellerman, not a big fan of him, HBO, and Jim Gray for Showtime. Even Dana White, he got his media card for this one. He's part of the media. He was helping out Friday. I think he's gonna be. I think he broke down the fight. He's gonna be there to talk post fight, I believe too. Not 100% sure of that, but uh, I know he does. He has his media card, as he was working with. I'm pretty sure Kevin Ioli of Yahoo Sports. In most regions, it's a pay-per-view event. Uh, I think some countries they'll probably get it on a channel, but that's highly unlikely. Definitely not Canada, US, UK. In US and Canada, it's $89.95. That's for the standard edition. HD is $99. I'll be flopping down the money for this one though, for sure. I don't want to see it in bad quality or if you go to a bar, I'll probably end up spending that much money anyway. The drinks and the food. Probably just get a few beer, watch it at home, and uh, be easier to cover it from my home too. Uh, this fight is a 40%. The fight's a 40% increase in gross from the Sal Oliveira's fight in 2013 that Floyd had. I think that was 49 or 59.99. It did 150 million in revenue though, but that can't even compare to this one. I think this pay-per-view, at least 3 million people buy this pay-per-view because the over/under on Bodog had it at I think 3.25. I think it exceeds 3 million. 3 million at $100 a buy. That's big money. The Saul Alvarez fight can't even compare to it. Let's see here. Yeah, the belt. The belt for this fight. It's a newly created belt. The winner will receive. The belt's valued at $1 million. It's an exact replica, really, of the current belt. I think it is a complete replica. Uh, Except it's got like diamonds and fucking emeralds in place of the gold plating for the center logo. The belt also contains the faces of both Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, along with the faces of the former WBC president Jose Salaman. I've never heard it. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali. So really cool belt. I took a look at it there the other night, and like it is a really sweet belt. Two belts were initially made for the fight. The Green Emerald belt won the public fan vote over the Black Onyx belt with a vote of 53 to 47. Both belts were cool, but I liked this one more too. Now let's get on to the gloves, because gloves can be an issue, as we've seen with the Maidana fight there, as they were complaining after that they had to wear these huge gloves and all this shit. So both fighters will wear 8-ounce gloves with brands of their choosing. Mayweather will wear custom Grant gloves with a multicolored paisley pattern, red and purple trim, and the letters TBE, best ever on the cuff. Pacquiao will wear standard red Clado Reyes gloves with black and white trim. It's a very critical detail for both fighters due to past controversies over glove choice, which I just stated. Oh, but here's one on Pacquiao that I didn't know. I'm not. That's why I'm reading here. I'm not that in depth with my boxing coverage. I only have really watched Pacquiao and Mayweather fights. Got a little out of hand. Kind of went downhill, and that's when I got out of it. I liked it a lot when I was a kid. But in Pacquiao's third professional loss, he was forced to use winning brand gloves during his first bout versus Eric Morales. Pacquiao complained that the gloves felt like pillows and they did not give him the same power as his Reyes puncher's gloves. So it's nice to see that they both get to use their gloves, and there'll be no controversy, at least over gloves. There could be some controversy in the fight, but at least it won't be over the gloves. Okay. So yeah, I don't even. That's the thing about this fight card. I'm willing to flop down $100 for that fight, and I don't even know any of the other fights. Like I'm looking at the names now because I haven't been following boxing. I don't know any of the other guys, and they'll gladly get my money too. But I'm hoping for some other good fights too. You never know. Time to break down the fight a little. So what do I think is going to happen here? Much anticipated fight. Been waiting years to see it. Will it be as good as it would have been 5 or 6 years ago? My answer is yes. I still think it's going to be good. They're still the two best boxers in the world, and they're going to bring everything to the table. This is the biggest fight of both their careers. Definitely a career-defining fight for both. As Mayweather going into 47-1 would really tarnish that legacy, especially when they've said he's dipped and dodged and he's had those hand-picked opponents. You know he needs this win as much as Pacquiao, but on the other side, Pacquiao needs it too. For years, they've said he's a terrible matchup for Mayweather, and Tonight he's got the chance to prove it. 5:09 right now, where I'm sitting, edging closer to fight time, getting fucking even more excited. But yeah, I actually think it will go decision. And I've heard some people say that if it goes decision, they are favoring Manny, but I'm favoring Floyd. I think he's just gonna stifle Manny. Manny's gonna try and come in and throw those. He's gonna try and get in on Floyd, throw some nice combos, and really be the aggressor. But I think Floyd's gonna be really aggressive in this fight, which you haven't seen much out of him recently, except I think it was that Cotto fight. That was a really good fight where he got aggressive. But yeah, I really think Floyd's just gonna he's gonna get him with that jab. He's a really smart defensive fighter, and I think his movement's really gonna be key. But if Manny can get his movement down, he could stifle Floyd. But I feel he's gonna need a knockdown or two, and he's gonna need at least a couple decisive rounds because Floyd's gonna be a hard guy to beat in the scorecards his with his good defensive fighting. But I think Manny, one thing Manny has going for him when it comes to the judges is they might score it towards him because I feel he is the more aggressive fighter. But like I said, I think Floyd's gonna really be the aggressor in this fight and try and get it going. Because yeah, he normally doesn't come out like Floyd feels guys out. He lands that jab, really just boxes people's ears. Well, he's not like landing big combos or anything, but just jab, jab, pop, 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 picking him apart. And Manny cannot afford to go down on the scorecards in this one. I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna go decision. Mayweather winning 9 rounds to 3 decision. I think Manny will have a couple nice rounds. Maybe middle of the fight towards nearing the end. I'd say maybe 6, 7 are some of Manny's best rounds. Uh, I know I've watched a lot of build up for this fight. They've both trained really hard, by the looks of it. Media everywhere they go. Uh, yeah, like the thing is, before this week though, I hadn't even really seen that much hype on it. And I heard Ariel Helwani, a guy I really like who covers MMA, a big MMA journalist. He even said he's like this fight almost didn't have like the best build up you'd ever expect, but and he pointed out it's because these two guys like they sell themselves. But after I watched these two inside episodes and the At Last video done by HBO Sports, great job by HBO Sports on those pieces there. I really enjoyed it, and it got me even more excited for the fight. I had goosebumps when it was showing the Manny Pacquiao stuff when he was growing up. Uh, he really came from nothing to something, and he's a miracle. But can he do the unthinkable tonight and stop Floyd Mayweather's undefeated streak? Freddie Roach even said, I love Freddie Roach, Manny's trainer, suffering from Parkinson's, but the man still gets still one of the smartest minds of boxing, and I think he's got Manny really ready for this fight. He was saying Manny's got to fight a perfect fight though to win, and that kind of scared me too. Like, I know you got to fight a perfect fight. It's Floyd Mayweather. You can't make mistakes against him, but that just kind of got me thinking he might be second guessing Manny. And I think Floyd wins the fight, but unless there's some like knockout or some crazy controversy, or sorry, not controversy, or some crazy stoppage, I really think there will be a second fight. I just I hope it's clean. Like I hope it's not a flaky decision or something like that. They better have the best judges. I know the referee that favors Mayweather. He might let Mayweather do a little bit more of those dirty tactics and see if he can get in Manny's head in the fight. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say for that. I'm gonna get off here. I got a couple more videos I want to make before the fight, so want to get off here so I can be ready for the fight. Get some beer, get some food, get ready for it, and enjoy it. I hope everyone else does, and I know I'm going to. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.